Right, we are back. Why am I so fucking far down, so low? There we go, that's much better. We're back. We're still waiting on a one player. Unfortunately, said player is running into some problems with Windows. Starting off with an amazing blue screen of death, waiting on a restart that never came, forced a restart, which is now doing an update of some kind, and restarting again. We're just waiting on them to show up, so we're going to actually get started here in a few moments. I'm going to unmute and deafen on Discord, and we're just going to get started in the quick recap.
Are we talking like Maine Coon?
Oh god, I just saw Rhythmbot join the server.
Rhythmbot has been in the server for a long time. It's just gone active.
Oh
so
no.
yeah. Hey guys, we're live again.
Oh,
we're
hi.
Going to get started straight away. Unfortunately, we're going to have to, like, hopefully Dan, I'll be able to join in afterwards once we get started. I'll roll her initiative and do her attacks and stuff for her in the meantime. But we need to get going, unfortunately. So, a few weeks ago, when we were on last able to play, you had successfully managed to defeat the genie at the Erashari tribe, where you'd been tasked by the tribal leader to deal with the pesky genie, who is kind of tempting people into doing shit for him. Also tried to drag Coralina back through the portal that the Ashari were guarding, which was an entrance to the elemental plane of air. Upon its defeat, you had deliberated as to whether or not to return to Stilben, back to the Clasp's HQ, and report to Joga about Tsuri's escape. Or you had the option of heading back down into the mineshaft, where there was a second fork to the route that you hadn't yet ventured down. See if Tsuri was down there anywhere, and potentially capture him, interrogate him, or kill him. Came to the conclusion that it would be best to seek out Tsuri, as it would look better for all of you in the long run. You made your way down, start to essentially sneak your way along through this long, winding cave system, hearing a multitude of different sounds, like skittering insects and creatures, and the noises echoing through the caves. You eventually came up across some very strange insectoid creatures known as Crithered. 5 of them to be exact, 6, sorry, of them to be exact, whom all surrounded and started to wail on Nehtare, but after a couple of cases of extreme friendly fire and wailing on these big spoder things, you managed to eventually kill them all. Using some of your spell slots, you managed to patch yourselves up, and to the best of your ability, take a small short rest and gain some HP back, and proceeded onwards, where you finally came across a very strange looking creature, dark leathery skin with large glowing white eyes, razor sharp fangs, long talons, and large black leathery wings, that was kind of hunched down on the ground, that kind of glared and hissed at you as you approached. At that point, we are going to swap over. My Discord is completely out of shape because it has been quite some time since we last used it. Let me reposition that. There we are. And this is where we're going to pick off. So, everyone, roll me initiative. I will roll for Talar, who has is a flat d20 for Talar. Cool.
Go, 20. Not bad. Not bad. Very close.
So I need to switch over characters. I'm trying to remember what that stupid command is.
Exclamation point character space your character name.
Oh, do I have to talk the whole fucking thing?
Yep. Unfortunately, because if you type exclamation point C and then your character name, it'll try and do a check, and it won't count. Or I believe you can do exclamation point CHAR for car, and then your character name.
Okay.
Like
That
CHAR
works.
space Cora, and that should work. Yeah, there you go.
There we
Hit
go.
1, and then
Yeah.
there you go. Done.
Okay.
Cool. Scott has 2 T's, by the way, David.
Don't mind him.
I'll roll for you until you get back in. Oh, caps lock's on. My apologies. I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Yeah,
way too quick for you. Anyway, right. So, I'm going to do this like Matt Mercer does. 20 to 25. Anyone? Nope. 15 to 20.
21.
I got
21.
19
21 for
plus 2.
Victorious. 21 for Victorious.
No,
including
Temple's got 21, I
modifier.
got 5.
Wait,
That's still
what?
your initiative.
19 plus 2, so I got 21.
Yeah, 21. Okay, so Temple's 21. Right. 15 to 20. Anyone?
16.
Anyone else? Nope. 10 to 15. Oh, damn. 5 to 10.
5.
Yeah, I got 7.
And Natara got 7. Victorious got a 5. Talar got a 5. And we're going to roll for the beastie.
I really wish I was a divination wizard, guys.
That's that.
I don't know what that is.
Did all
That
the
means
bears
I
get
can-
killed?
Right, cool.
We haven't seen any bear corpses, so we can assume they disappeared.
Okay, so top of the round. At 21, Temple, you're up.
I mean, am I really going to do anything else but run right at these guys, this thing, and show it what's business? No, I'm going to think about it. What am I looking at here, DM?
You have never seen this kind of creature before in your life, even through all of your travels.
Okay. Well,
it is a very devilish looking creature. But
let's boil it down to basics. And anatomically speaking, what are we looking at here? 4 limbs, 2 wings.
It is a quadrupedal creature. You could assume. Well, it's got 4 limbs. You can assume a biped or quadruped. It has a very sharp black talons at the edge of the digits on its 4 limbs, with long white razor sharp like teeth in its maw, with bright white glaring eyes with large black leathery wings.
That doesn't sound fun, but it's just one creature. What's the worst that can happen? I say to myself as I charge this creature, and I'm going to try and cut off one of its wings with my mighty long sword.
Cool. Go ahead and roll your attack, please.
1.
Number 1. That is a 27 to hit. That will hit. Go ahead.
Let's put all our power in there. I would love to add a 3rd level Divine Strike to that.
For level this in Divine Strike. Well, Divine Smite. That'd be 4d8. Make that 5d8 because this is a well, it's not a devilish creature. Sorry, it's a demonic creature. So it is a fiend.
Oh, I see. So
It is a fiend, so it will do an extra d8 of damage. So that would be 5d8. For 21, that is 37.
Not bad.
37 points of damage off the bat.
That is some
That drops
tasty
down
smite.
to-
Power.
and drops it down to that much damage as you rush up to it and bring your longsword down across its front. It manages to duck out of the way, and you just manage to catch it on the clavicle as it just glares up at you and hisses at you.
Guys, beasties, look! I'm going to strike at it again.
Go ahead and
I'm
roll
trying to
your
get
attack.
its little face this time.
$24 will hit, just.
If it hits, then I will have a level 2 Divine Strike this
For
time.
11,
Smite.
and drops down to
Yes, please.
that much health, and that will be 2, 3, 4 d8 of damage.
It's not dead yet. I'm going to use a 1st level spell slot to cast Shield of Faith on myself to give myself +2 AC.
Roll me 4d8 first for your Divine Smite.
Oh, yes, and that also.
Thank you. 17 drops it down to that much health. And you're going to give yourself a Shield of Faith, which was a what? +2 to your AC, sorry?
+2 to my AC,
+2
that
to
is
your
correct.
AC, so your armor class is currently 25. Not bad. And is that everything for your turn?
Yes.
Absolutely cool. Carolina, you're up next in initiative.
Okay. So, may I attempt to identify what this creature is? Would there be which sort of check would you want for that DM?
For you, I would say go ahead and roll me a nature check at disadvantage.
Because I am not a nature person.
You're not a very nature person, no.
No, I am a genasi of science.
An 11. You've never seen this creature before in your life.
All right.
You know that with Temple being a being of the faith, doing quite a bit more with his divine smite, that this is a demonic creature. Other than that, that's about it. You have no idea what else it could be.
Okay.
I'll
So
give you
I
that
guess
as a
I will
free
find
action.
All right, cool. I just gotta figure out what I want to do. Fuck. Come on, spells, load faster, please. Okay, thanks.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to kind of reach over here and grab these cards for all of your summons, just in case.
You already have it primed and ready to go.
Yes, I always have the summons that you can do, all of your summons that you can do, kind of like separated from all of my other monster cards, so that I can have them ready at a moment's notice.
Okay, I'm gonna make a bad decision here, I think.
Oh god.
But I'm gonna hope I do okay. So I'm gonna blow my 2 5th level spots to conjure elemental. I would like an earth elemental, please.
An earth elemental. Just watch. This is going to be the one thing that is not in a big card for some reason. Where's the earth elemental? There
I think the earth elementals are the ones that are not in the big card, I think.
Yes, they're in the little card. I have one. I have it here.
I will go ahead and put it out. Wait, one I'll ping.
Shit. Of course. Hold on a second. The one thing you decide to summon is the one creature that I don't have an actual token for.
Are you kidding? We're surrounded by Earth, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
What do you want for me to pull fire elemental?
I did have an earth elemental.
I have no access to fire.
Shut up. Where are you putting it?
He lives right here.
Here, cool. And it is a large creature, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it's a large creature.
So
it takes up that much space.
Yeah.
I have to arm wrestle that later.
Maybe later, but right now let's focus on the task at hand. I guess I will tell it to attack the winged creature.
Okay. It has summon sickness, so it can't act this turn.
That's fine. I'm still gonna bark at it.
Cool.
And I guess that will be it for me.
Cool. Up next is the creature's turn. Before we do all that, everyone give me perception checks.
Oh boy, here we go. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
11, 21, 15, 16. Talar's perception is.
Are we classed as being an underdark here?
Yes. So go ahead and re-roll, and we'll give you that advantage. I'll class this
Oh
as
no,
underdark.
it's just my proficiency bonus is doubled.
Oh, is it doubled? So you get expertise.
Yeah.
So that's an extra
Another
plus 4.
Yeah.
So it's a non-natural 20 for you. Cool. Talar rolls. Okay. So Talar Victorilis. Sorry. I need to remember to actually pronounce that properly.
Yeah, I usually hear like 2 or 3 different pronunciations.
Carolina,
I just think it's a running gag.
Everyone but Neftari, you hear a a similar like screeching noise that came from the creature, but it sounds like it's coming from the tunnel entrance that you can see down here.
With my passive intelligence of 17, how fucked are we?
Passive intelligence of 17.
Yes.
You might be fucked. You're.
Oh boy.
It sounds like there might be like a one, maybe more of these things coming out at you. But with the creature's turn, it is going to move 5, 10 feet. Your elemental has summon sickness. It does not act. And
Yep.
it is going to attack you, Temple. Let's see. It's going to make a
Bring it on.
2 attacks. One with its claws and one with its bite. The first one,
Ooh.
that's going to be a 28 to hit.
Impressive.
And the bite, that's going to be a 27 to hit. Both hit.
Nice.
Both hit, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool, yeah. Right, so the first attack with its claws, that is 10, 13, 19 points of slashing damage. And the bite does 7, 17, 24, 34, 40 points of piercing damage to you.
So what was the first attack, sorry? 40 points of piercing and...
So 40 points of piercing and... Shit, what did I say?
20 something.
I think it was 23 points of slashing. I'm just going to go 23 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
And
totally fine.
And I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay. Save charisma. Spelled incorrectly. There we go.
19, no problem. After it attacks you twice, it kind of glares up, looks up to you, and just you glance at it, and you feel something cold just permeate your form, but you just shrug it off and ready yourself for another strike as its gaze towards you doesn't seem to do anything.
Ouch.
Next, then from the darkness, you see another one of the creatures start to slowly come out of the cave. Droplets of blood dropping from its maw as it just glances around and looks between all of you. That is going to go to there and there. Come on, work, please. Does not want to work, apparently. Strange. Right, next up is Neftari. Your turn in initiative.
I thought Vic was first. Oh, okay.
No, you... Neftari, you rolled a 7, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're first.
Cool.
Tarlis rolled a 5. By Tarlis. I can't...
Okay, you just hit that thing with your big sword, and it's still alive. And now there's 2 of them. So it's time to break out the big magic.
Please do.
I'd like to cast at 6th level a sunbeam.
Okay, 6th level sunbeam. Beam of brilliant light flashes out from your hand in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line. Each creature in the line must make a con saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 6d8 radiant damage and is blinded until your next turn. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't blinded by the spell. Undead and oozes have disadvantage on the saving throw. Create a new line of radiance as your action on any turn until the spell ends. For the duration, a mote of brilliant radiance shines in your hand, sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. This light is sunlight. Cool.
Can I try to before actually unbursting the sunbeam on? Try to get both of them into one. So,
if you position yourself properly before you cast it, you can most certainly try to.
looks like it might.
On a con saving throw, DC 14. Cool. Like, let's see here. If you were to go to there and Do it like that. Yeah, no, I'll allow you there if you did that.
Will
Absolutely.
I toast my friend?
From there, no. Victoria, although the beam is crossing Victorialis' square.
Duck Victorious!
I'm glad I'm not a cube.
Yeah, you're essentially the way D&D's like works is you may be a medium creature, but you're effective. You occupy a 5-foot square, so you don't take up all 5 feet. You're not a 5-foot like cube, but you like essentially occupy that area, so no one can really just stand up and like hug you, as a like in the grim sense of things. So that is a con save of 14. Cool. That is a natural 20 on the first one, so I'm not even going to roll a second time. And that is a 12 and a 19 on the second save. So they both take half damage and are not blinded. Please, at 6th level, that is it's about flat 68 of damage and halved. So 17 rounded down, that'll be 8 points of damage to both. That drops this one to that much health, and this one down to that much health, and neither of them are blinded.
Thought that spell would have been stronger than that. That's like the best spell. The spell is safe for special occasions.
Wait, hold on. Was that what kind of damage was that? Sorry, was that radiant damage? It's radiant damage. Yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Nithari?
Wait. Have any movement left? I'll just hide here behind Vic.
They're behind Vic. No problem, Vic. What is your charisma? Your dex score? Sorry. It doesn't matter. No, I just checked them. I just checked them. You're going first in initiative. It's fine. Your dex score's higher.
Hey, Tally.
Hey, Talon.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Heard. And I can't see shit on the... Oh, there we are.
It's alright,
What?
just just take you a few minutes. Your turn hasn't come up yet, so I haven't had to act for you at all. You rolled a 5 in initiative, so unfortunately, you are currently last in the initiative order. But
I usually am anyway.
That's right, I
well,
rolled a
there's
5
that. But you're yet to act. Just take your time, get roll 20 up, get
It's already up.
It's already up. Oh yeah, so it is. I see you there. So just get your character sheet and everything ready. Victorialis, please go ahead.
Right, much as I like being this close to you, Nithari, I'm going to scoot to there. To right. Just see. I can see and I can see. Cool.
Okay.
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark. This fella.
And this one, cool. He is marked.
Knock an arrow and fire me
And
longbow.
fire your longbow. Go ahead and roll your attack. 22. That'll miss.
In which case,
As you draw your longbow and let loose, it kind of, you watch as it glances over to you and ducks its head down as the arrow just sails overhead and clatters off the cave wall behind it and drops to the floor.
take another shot.
14. That will miss as well,
Miss again.
unfortunately. As both you watch as the creature kind of turns its head straight towards you, turns its body towards you, and just you let loose the arrow, and you just kind of tremble for a moment. You've not seen one of these creatures before yourself, and it actually looks quite scary as you let loose the arrow and just sails clean over the creature's shoulder. It just doesn't even flinch. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'll end my turn there.
No problem. Talar, it is your turn in initiative.
Ah. Sorry. Okay. So what are we facing here?
You are facing a quadruped creature that apparently is bipedal, with black leathery skin, large black wings on its back. large white, like pale white eyes, large, sharp, kind of on one of them, flat white teeth that are razor sharp. The other one has blood dripping from them, and both of them have large, very sharp, dangerous looking talons on their front appendages.
Okay, so there's 2 of them then.
Go ahead. Yes, there is. There is another one down here, and there's that one there that's been marked. Could you go ahead and roll me a nature check, please, at disadvantage?
A nature check?
A nature check, yes. This is a free action since you've just gotten in. It's your turn in initiative. But let's see if you know what these things are.
Sure.
8. Unfortunately, not. You know that these things look to be quite demonic. So radiant and or magic of the faith may be more effective against them, but you have no idea what these things are.
Okay. Sorry, I might take a moment. I'm sorry. Let's see here.
Why do you have a yellow dot on you?
I'm sorry?
So I know you had a little yellow dot on your token. I don't know why. I just take that off.
Okay. Oh yeah, we were in the middle of combat all the way through. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's. I'll start off with a guiding bolt level 4 towards the one right in front of me.
Okay.
Well, kind of in front of me.
The one that's marked with the hunter's mark, yeah?
Yes, because
Cool, go
I'm
ahead.
out of line of sight of the other one.
Yeah, cool. Go ahead and roll a D20 plus 8 for your attack, please. I keep accidentally turning on my Xbox because it's got a fucking touch-sensitive power button. I keep hitting it with my knee.
Crap.
That's a D20 plus 8 for your attack. Let's see if it hits.
Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Exclamation point R space 1D20 plus 8. Or D20 plus 8.
Nope. Here we go with the crit failures again. I quit. I'm done.
Okay.
So I guess we're hitting temple again, right? Is that
1, 2, 3. Where's my D6?
That's all well and good. When you went here for the first 10 of combat.
I can't. Let me double check. So are you going to take a? Yep, we are back to life. Cool. You're taking a greater healing potion, yeah.
Does that take a bonus action?
It will take a bonus action to take a greater healing potion if you're using it yourself.
I am. I would like to do that, please.
Cool. A greater healing potion, if I am right, is 44 plus 4.
I believe so. So roll 4d4 plus 4.
Temple equipment. Potion of greater healing. Yes, it's 44 plus 4. Great. You recover 12 HP because that is a lot of ones.
Delicious. Not quite what I had in mind though. So I'm also going to use the remainder of my lay on hands pool to heal myself a further 25 HP.
Go ahead and do so. That is an action to do so.
It is. Heal.
And would you like to move at all before we end your turn?
Just passively out the corner of my eye, if I were to wrestle the earth monster, do you reckon I could take it? Just
right
now. Passively, maybe. With your passive 13, maybe.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'll think about that later. For now, must protect the small. I'm moving to here.
Okay.
And I am going to
Your
take
turn.
a defensive stance as much as I can and wait for this thing to attack because I need to think tactically here.
Cool.
These guys aren't messing around.
Carolina, it's your turn in initiative.
Okay.
At the start of your turn, because the elemental is going to roll a move on, like act on your turn, it is going to
Yes.
go and approach the creature. Turn to
All
it.
right.
It's going to make 2 slam attacks against the beastie. Plus 8, 10 feet. That is a miss at 15 and a miss at 19 as the creature kind of glances up
Ooh.
at the earth elemental and it brings its 2 fists down on top of it. It just darts out of the way both times and then like kind of almost kicks at the elemental as it stumbles and takes a step back and rights itself as the creature kind of bats it away. It's your turn.
Okay. So if I talk, how I can do short sentences, yeah?
Yes, about short sentences.
Okay, and I'm sensing we are going to be certifiably fucked. Just from counting how many beating wings I've heard.
Go ahead and I'll give you another free action for another nature check. And this is a flat nature check.
Okay. Help if my keyboard's on.
That would help, yes. 15. You know that through the sound waves would reverberate through the cave and potentially make it seem like there are more creatures than there actually are. You can come to the conclusion that there's only these 2.
But my earth elemental is also pretty strong, and seeing that he tried 2 pretty decent times.
He's strong,
trying to hit
but
this
he's
thing.
slow.
Ugh.
He is big and slow, and these creatures are like medium and quite nimble. So
Okay.
he could be used as a tank, but
Okay.
it looks to be about 50-50 right now.
I think I might go with the original plan I had. I'd like to yell at my party. All right, I need everyone to consent, and I need everyone to sort of listen.
Listening.
Okay.
Do I get consent? Okay. I am
Always
going
ask for
to.
consent, kids.
Yeah, always ask for consent, especially with magic shenanigans.
Absolutely.
Consent
All
given.
right. So, I'm going to use my conjuration wizard thing of benign transposition.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I believe it's within 30 feet. Yeah, exactly 30 feet. I'm gonna swap places with Nethari.
All right, cool. So, Carolina, you bop. Just there we go. It's finally roll 20 is finally.
Oh, there's Vic. Okay.
You,
I thought
you
you just ran off.
Bamf into like Nethari. You're glancing at this creature like you have your sunbeam ready. Notice it didn't do as much as you were expecting to, and then all of a sudden there's a swirling mist that surrounds you, and you kind of glance down, like kind of confused as to what's happened. As the mist fully envelops you, it then like immediately dissipates, and you realize that you're about 30 feet back. And as you can kind of glance along the wall, you can see that Carolina is actually occupying the space that you were just occupying a moment ago. So that benign transposition is your action. So you've got your bonus
It is
action.
my action. All right. I would probably use my bonus action to tell my companions over here, we might be fucked, so it'd probably be best to get back to that choke point we were at earlier.
Okay, that is your bonus action.
Yep.
That's it. That's all you can get out.
All right, that's cool. I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Wizard's good.
Cool. Wizard's good. Good. With that, it's the beastie's turn. So the first one is going to go. One moment, let me check something here. Is going to go 5, 10, 15, 28, 25.
Oh, you just get a punch in the face from the.
It will get a opportunity attack from the Electro Elemental. I'm rolling that just now. That is a 9 plus 8. That's a 17. That misses. As the Elemental just slams down and just kicks up dirt with it. The creature runs through. The first one that is marked is going to attack you, Temple. 2 attacks, one with its claws and one with its bite. The first attack, that is a 15 to hit, so that misses. The second attack with its bite, that is another 15, that misses. As you bring up your shield and just hear as the claws scratch down your shield, and you bring up your long saw, and the creature just gnaws down on your long sword, and then like turns away, kind of retching as it tastes nothing but steel in its mouth. The other creature makes 2 attacks against you. That is a natural 19, so that will be a 30 to hit on the first attack.
Oh.
And that is a 16, so that is a 27 on the second attack.
I have 25 AC, so they are both going to hit me.
Both hit. Cool.
Especially that first one.
So the first attack with its claw, that is 4 plus 8 is 12. Plus 6, that's 18 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
18 points of slashing damage. And the bite is 4, 6, 9, I'm rolling really low, 10, 16 points of piercing damage as it manages to sink its teeth into you as well. And I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw. As it slashes at you, bites into your sword arm, then glances away and just glares at you. You see the whites of its eyes. Yeah,
Oh
no.
my god!
I'm going to mark you here with what am I going to do here? I'm going to give you this. It's a bleeding eye, but you are now with the natural 20. You just glance at it and you feel that cold sensation just permeate your form again. You just shrug it off. You're now immune to this creature's ability.
Is it an ability, is it, right?
It's an ability, yes. You don't know what it's trying to do, but you are now immune to it.
Okay.
With
Excellent.
that, actually, the second creature here, is going to move 5, 10 feet.
Oh
down.
no.
It can see within 30 feet. Carolina, go ahead and roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh boy. I'm not good at those guys.
Go ahead and roll me a charisma saving throw, please. That's an 11. That will not succeed. You take 8, 15 points. Actually, no. Yeah, you take 15 points of damage, but your hit point maximum is reduced by 15 as you feel this permeating gaze just sink deep into your form, almost wrenching at your soul. And you, as you glance away and just shake your head, trying to get the vision of 2 bright white pale eyes glaring into you.
I feel violated.
Violated
I need an
and physically weakened as you lose your
I need an adult.
lose points from your max HP.
It definitely need an adult.
With that, Nethtari, it's your turn in initiative.
What's up with you guys? I'm going to go down here. 10
Yep.
feet.
Go for it.
And I'm going to create a new line of radiance and shut that top one.
That one or that one?
The top one's taken some damage already, so I'm feeling lucky with that.
Top one, cool. That was a con save of 14. That was a natural 1 and a 4 plus, if that's a 9, so it fails. Go ahead and roll, 68 of damage, please. And it is blinded. Or can it be?
It is blinded. Excellent. It's better than the damage.
Cool.
Well, the damage is pretty good.
So
as well, actually.
35,
Right.
and it is blinded. Let me see here. What can I put here for this? That one down, as it is blinded, and it takes 35 points of damage. That drops it down to that much health. As
That's
you
what I meant to do
let the
first
beam go, and it kind of, as it finishes glaring at Coralina, it kind of glances over to you, and it just takes a face full of this beam. You see small white blisters bubble up on its face. It just just hisses out at you, and you can see that it's waving its hand, like one of its hands in front of its face, trying to glance around. Is that until and is blinded until your next turn. Good to know.
Okay, you don't like sunlight then, do you, bad boy? I'm gonna run and hide behind this ledge. I think I've still got 20 feet.
Yeah, you've still got 20 feet of movement.
Yeah.
All right, cool. With that, we move on to Victorious. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to slip into shadow.
And go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
27.
That is a 27. Okay. You believe you're hidden?
I'm going to move myself down, pressed up against this wall to maximize me hopefully being unseen.
Okay.
And I'm going to take another couple of shots at this guy.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack. 23. That just hits for 12 points of damage. Go ahead and roll your d6 of Hunter's Mark. Cool. Go ahead and roll your d8 of Colossus Slayer.
No, 1.
Yeah,
D8.
d1. Nice. 4 drops it down to that. And you're just 1d6 of sneak attack at the moment, right?
Yep.
Yep, go ahead and roll your d6 of sneak attack. 3 drops it down to that much health. As you press up against the wall and then kind of lean out against the cover and kind of just unable to see where the attack's coming from, you manage to sink an arrow deep into its shoulder. Go ahead, as it then kind of turns and looks in your direction with its eyes closed. Go ahead and roll your next attack.
Not low. No, straight up.
That misses, unfortunately, at a 22. As
I was going to use a +1 arrow when I didn't.
That would have done it too. As it looks at you with its eyes closed, or in your general direction with its eyes closed, you let loose the arrow, and it just manages to duck its head to the side, and the arrow sails over its shoulder. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
What did I move? 10 feet?
Yes, 10 feet.
Can I squeeze past Coralina and get round to there?
You can.
I hope I'm small enough.
You can do that. You can. It's difficult terrain to pass through an enemy square, but because they won't move out of your way to allow you past, but your allies are seen to do so to allow you past. So it's not difficult terrain, so you can do that.
Okay, and I'll end my turn there.
Cool. With that, Talar, it is your turn in initiative.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay. I don't want to do that. That's... I feel like I need to save that. I don't know. Oh. 5th level spiritual weapon.
5th level spiritual weapon. And where would you like to summon your spiritual weapon.
Right. Click the right button. Here.
Right there. Cool. Wrong one. Wrong space. Let me shift that over and
That's right. Sit on his head.
there you go. And go ahead and roll your d20 plus 8 for the attack, please. Natural 1. Natural 1.
DM, I'm just checking. Is it when a creature's blinded? Do people have advantage on attacks against it, or is it just disadvantage?
Normal attacks against a creature that is blinded, yes, but there's something that's preventing this creature from.
I couldn't remember if it just had disadvantage or if it was
24. That will just hit. Go ahead and roll your 2d8 plus 4 damage. Let me actually grab my DM screen here so that I can take a look at the conditions. Where is it? There it is. Blinded. Blind creature can't see and automatically fails an ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage. But this creature has something that is preventing that disadvantage, unfortunately. So it takes 17 points of radiant damage. Drops it down to that much. As you can start to see a deep black ichor start to pull out of its wounds and drip to the floor as your phoenix successfully rakes its talons across this creature.
All right, and I'm gonna try this one more time. Guiding bolt 4th level, same creature.
4th level guiding bolt at the same creature. Go ahead and roll your d20 plus 8. The fuck is it?
Come on, natural 20 this time to make up for everything.
Oh no.
Close. No.
I didn't blow myself up in the face this time.
So yeah, a 10. Unfortunately, no. The you let loose the bolt as the creature kind of glares up at your phoenix with its eyes closed, being blinded from the sunbeam from the Tsuri. Before you let loose the guided bolt, it just ducks its head and then kind of glances past the phoenix with his eyes closed and glares at you. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That'll be it for the moment.
Okay. With that, top of the round, Temple, it's your turn in initiative. You're currently being flanked by these creatures.
I am, and I'm not a big fan of that. If I move away from one of these creatures, it'll of course get an attack of opportunity against me.
Yes.
Would it? To what extent would that attack? Would that be its fangs and its claw?
No, it gets one attack, so it will be either its claws or its bite. You don't know which.
I'm gonna take a risk, and I'm gonna get myself into a position of slight safety compared to what I'm currently doing, and I'm simply going to move left by 1 space to get away from the blinded one.
Okay, and as you take a step away, it lunges out at you with its maw as a 16, as a 27 to hit.
That is going to hit me. My goodness, these things are accurate, even when blinded.
That is a 7, 11, 19, 9, that is 28, 34 points of piercing damage. As you kind of try and step away from this creature, and you hear a crunch underfoot of the dirt, kind of snaps its head around and lunges at you and manages to clamp its teeth down quite hard over your shield arm as you kind of take a step away.
I'm loving this, but we should really come back when we're stronger or something. My action, I'm going to prepare to dodge if it attacks me. Is there a specific one I have to pick?
No, you can just take the dodge action, but if the dodge action imposes disadvantage on the next attack against you. If they both choose to attack you, you'll only be able to dodge a single attack. If it makes a multi-attack, if it attacks you with its claws, it'll get disadvantage, and then the bite attack won't. It's just a single attack that imposes disadvantage on.
DM, question for mechanics. Because I may have to know this. Yes. If someone is unconscious, they can't consent, right?
If someone is unconscious, then they automatically consent.
Yeah!
So,
kind of like the opposite in real life.
Because
that's all a bit dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds very dodgy when I say it like that. But no, in regards to D&D mechanics,
senses.
In regards to D&D mechanics, it's more about giving consent. It's more of restricting consent. So if someone is unconscious, they can't. It sounds bad when I say it, but they can't say no. So if you want to do what I think you're planning on doing, and if someone is unconscious, you automatically take them with you because they can't say no.
Excellent, thank you.
Because it's a willing creature. The actual term is someone who is willing to. If they're unconscious,
they're willing to be transported.
If they can't say, like, if they're unconscious, they can't willingly say, no, I don't want to go with you. So they're forced to go with you.
Okay, cool.
Because I know what you're trying to do.
All right, excellent. Okay. I'm glad I'm so predictable.
And just out of intuition or something, Temple just glances round. Why do you ask? Is something bad going to happen to one of us?
I mean, with my intelligence of a 17, maybe.
Who knows? Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Temple? Or is that your action and like that's your movement and your action? Do you want to do anything on your bonus action?
No, because anything I could really do with my bonus action would affect my Shield of Faith.
All right, cool. Carolina, it's your turn in initiative.
Excellent. I'm gonna fall right into your hands, DM.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna get up behind. Place a hand on Temple's shoulder. I still have your consent, right?
Sure.
Okay. Thunderstep.
Thunderstep. What level?
You guys are really taxing the wizard here.
6th.
Let's see. I can't cast at higher levels. That's cool.
You can.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do 6th level.
6th level. Cool. That is a 10 feet. So, yep. Everything in 10 feet. That will include Victorless because it's a 10 feet.
Sorry. I'll come back to get you later, okay?
So you're definitely doing this, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll just hope Vic is good at dodging.
Victorless, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Save.
Vic, you may want to cover your.
There you go, natural 1.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You just mess your pants.
Oh dear.
Carolina,
it's the right vibration where it gets your bowels and that makes everything just go.
Hold on, I need to check something here before we continue on. But Carolina, can you go ahead and just roll me your 60-10 of thunder damage, please?
Okay.
That is a natural 17 and a 15 for con.
60.
Oh no!
22 on the first one. That is a 3 and a 13 plus 5. That's an 18. I believe your save.
My
is 15,
spell save is
right?
yes. My spell save is 15. Yes.
15. Yeah. So unfortunately, they both save. Victoria.
It's okay. I think it was more to just bamf Temple the fuck on out of there.
So 43, round that down to 42. That's 21 points of damage to both creatures. That drops one down to that, and the other creature, 21. That much health. Victorlas, you take a full 60 points of thunder damage.
Sorry.
On the natural 1, you're going to take max damage from this as Carolina glances to you and Victorlas, make sure to cover your large booming echo from her, and it just almost tears your eardrums apart.
Double down onto one knee, cold in my head with the.
Yeah, you're just double down. You drop your longbow. It's directly to your side and place your hands onto your ears, just trying to kind of drill out the sound that's just echoing through your head. But after a few moments, the sound dulls down. You open your eyes and you're a little blurry. If you feel a little blurry, but you manage to pick up your longbow and just manage to get rid of it. So, Carolina, where are you thunderstepping to?
All right, so I'm moving 45 feet. Oh, no, I've got that alcove in the way. God damn it.
Yep, it's
there, right there. Can we get there? Can we get there? Can we get there?
I'll say yes, you can say there, yeah.
Neat. All right.
So
Bamf myself a temple that...
yeah, like, bamf on both you. So where you position yourself second? So Temp would be there, and you...
Temple will be right behind me. I'll be in front.
You'd be there, right?
No, I'd be right here.
No, because you were above Temple.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't know if we could swap places while we're bamfing.
No. Can't move.
No, you like.
Fair enough.
You'd be in the
I'll
same
stay right here then.
You
all right, and I'll use my free action to yell at my companions to point at right here. If you guys can cause a cave-in when all of us are back, that'd be great.
Cool. And is that you?
Vic, I'll be back to get you in a minute.
My ears hurt.
Is that you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Oh,
the Earth Elemental turns to the top one and makes its attack at 19. That misses, and that one misses as well. I'm rolling low for your Earth Elementals, which kind of sucks. As the Elemental just kicks up dirt, as the creature just manages
I may
to
have a job for him in a minute. So,
and is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, it's the end of my turn. I'll give Rocky a job in a minute.
Okay, cool. Moves on to the creatures. The first one is going to go 5, 10, 15. That is a hit from the Earth Elemental, as it does 4, 7, 11, 16 points of damage. That drops down to that much health, as it successfully manages to clock this creature on the back of the head with its large rocky appendage.
Get him, buddy!
The second one's going to go 5, 10, 15 feet to here to flank you, Victorlas. They're both going to make multi-attacks against you.
So they know where I am now.
And they know where you are because you made an attack. You gave your position away. That's why it's best to do stuff and then hide afterwards. That is a 17 and a 3 advantage for the first claw attack. So that's 17. That's a 28 to hit you. Actually, no. It's just a flat 17 because your Displacer Cloak activates. So these are just normal attacks. So that's still a 28 to hit you on the first attack. The second attack is a 13. That's a 24 to hit.
Just hits.
Just hits. Okay, so both the claws and the bite hit you. The claw damage is a 3. That is 9. That is 15 points of damage on the claw attack. That's a 20. I don't want that. I want a 12. That's 8. 19. 26. 43 points of damage on the bite from the first creature, as it slashes its claws across your chest and then sinks its teeth into your bow arm, drawing a lot of blood from you as it then kind of hisses at you. Its eyes still closed, but somehow able to track where you are. The second creature, now at complete advantage as your Displacer Cloak is no longer active, as a 5, 3, a 5. That's going to be a 16 to hit on the claws, so that's going to miss.
I'm down. No, it's an automatic hit because I'm down.
You're unconscious?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay. Victorlas is unconscious. So, no, that's made at advantage. Well, they're made at advantage, but it's not an automatic hit. It's an automatic critical if it hits. So that would have been a 16 to hit. Does that hit?
No, it doesn't match my armor class.
Doesn't match your armor class. Cool. Or does it actually? Let me double check here. That way around.
I thought attacking a down creature was an automatic hit.
It's an automatic.
I mean,
have advantage. Yeah, no. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attacks that hit the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. That is if you're unconscious. So it's just advantage. It's not an automatic hit. If it hits, though, it's an automatic critical. That's what it is.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So the first claw attack does not hit. The second attack with the bite, that's a 4. That's a natural 20. Victorless, you take. It's an automatic critical anyway, so critical doesn't matter. For the sake of brevity, Victorless, call high or low?
Low.
You all watch as Victorless's unconscious form, like the first creature attacks Victorless, and the consciousness slips from his form as he drops to the ground. The first creature digs its claws into the ground, sort of by his head, and then reaches down and almost clamps its jaws around Victorless's head. There is a dull glow from a pouch on Victorless's belt that then flashes for a brief moment in a steel, like dark grey tinted with blue light. Victorless, you are conscious at half HP.
What?
But your favor has been expended. So I'm going to quickly remove that from your inventory. Bahamut himself has graced you with a little bit of luck. You are conscious. You're at half your max HP. So that'd be 47 HP. But you're conscious. Now, the one that can see you, however, is still going to use its ability against you, so I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
Da, 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 da.
18. You succeed. It kind of like as you kind of gasp as you suddenly come to consciousness. You feel something kind of like as if something's watching over you. And you quickly stand up. The creature is like hunched down and is glaring at you as you kind of like it's face to face with you. Just you kind of just hand to its face, just shove it away, just not having any effect on you as you then stand up, with your longbow drawn in your hand, ready to continue fighting. As you kind of glance over your shoulder and see the one that's been blinded standing directly behind you. That's going to move on to Nehtari's turn in initiative.
Okay, I'd like to move down until I can see where they are.
Okay,
it doesn't look like I
move
can
down
use
to
my...
here if you want to see both of them.
It doesn't look like I can use my sunbeam on them both without hitting Vic as well, or is Vic on prone?
Vic is not prone. Vic is conscious and standing. So if you use your sunbeam, you will hit, but Vic will need to make a save and will probably take damage as well.
Fuck it, everyone else is blowing me up. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Everyone gets their turn.
Can I warn Vic to duck and give him an advantage on this?
I would say you'll use your bonus action to do that. You call out to Vic, like, hey, you better duck, and then release the sunbeam. So yes, I will allow you to do that. You'll gain advantage on the saving throw for this, Victorless. That will be a con save advantage, please, Victorless.
Okay, look out, Vic. Drop to the floor.
22,
Close your eyes.
and a 15. Your con save's 14. Cool. They both save. And a 17 that saves. Go ahead and roll your 68 of damage, please, Neftari. 29. That's rounded down. That's 14 points of damage to you, Victorious, and to each of these creatures. That drops that one down to that much health, and that one down to that much health. As Victorious kind of ducks down, looks away from Liam. Looks away from you as the beam kind of strikes through. You feel a slight burning sensation, but it's not as bad as what you just experienced. The creatures both kind of glance away and are unaffected by the beam. You have, I believe, another 5, you're 5, 10, 15, 20, 10 feet of movement. If you'd like to use it, Neftari.
I'll move back up around the corner.
All right, go ahead and do so. The end of your turn. Creature is no longer blinded.
I'd also like to go back to Carolina, and I'm sorry, I don't think I can bring.
You'll get it right one of these days.
I don't think I can bring these walls down. I don't have a spell that can move earth.
That's all you can get. With that,
can I just do something? Do I get a response? I just want to look at the earth elemental and be like, it's okay, I have a plan.
Okay, yeah, you do so. Victorious, it is now your turn in initiative. Or less.
Well, certainly in these situations, you know who your friends are. I'm going to use my bonus action to take my short swords out.
Yep.
And I'm going to attack the one that I've hunted marked.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack, please.
Short sword.
16 misses. As you kind of slash at it, it ducks down into the side as you try and hit with your first strike. Your second strike just clips the creature for 12 points of damage. That drops it down to that much health. Go ahead and roll your d6 for 6, dropping it down to that much. Your d8, Colossus Slayer. That.
But how much damage can they take?
Bloody hell. As a thick black ichor is now flowing freely from all of its wounds and starts to drip and pool onto the floor. You can see the creature that you've hunter's marked is it's breathing deeply and very ragged. It looks like it's close to perishing. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to just take a step away from the wall and end my turn there.
All right, cool. Talar, it's your turn in initiative.
Well, first up, 6th level mass cure wounds on all party members.
Ooh, mass cure wounds. Let's take a look here. A wave of healing energy washes out from a point of your choice within range. Choose up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on that point. Each target gains hit points equal to 3d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. Your spell has no effect on undead or constructs, so 4d8 plus 4. Where are you pointing that? Where are you putting that?
Let's see, that was ranger. Let's see.
And it's a 30 foot, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
so
30.
Looks like I can probably put that right on my, I think.
That there is the sphere of your mass cure wounds. You can, let me reread it. From a point of your choice within range. So it is physically impossible for you to hit everyone.
Okay.
But
I'll be okay.
It's on
I'll be okay as well. I don't need healing. If you've got a more focused healing spell, it'll just cure Vic.
I'll be okay. Can I make a deception check, please?
I'd like to roll to be the hero.
I know myself and Vic need healing, so where the circle is where I will put it at.
Okay, go ahead and roll 4d8 plus 4, please. Neftari, Talar, and Victorlas, you will all heal for 19 points of HP.
Okay, and let's see. I'm going to bring my Phoenix over here and smack at the creature right above it.
Cool. Go ahead and roll a d20 plus 8.
You know when you're reading your character sheet and you see something that you've never seen before and you go, oh shit. Apparently I deal 1d8 extra radiant damage every attack, regardless of everything, without needing to do anything.
Womp womp. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Unfortunately, I will keep that in mind from now on, but yeah, improved Divine Smite. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I had no idea, just regardless of anything.
16 still unfortunately misses as the Phoenix kind of flies over and then tries to rake its talons across the creature, but it kind of glances up and ducks down out of the way as the Phoenix rakes its talons down. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Talar?
That will be it for the moment.
Okay. Top of the round. Temple, it's your turn in initiative.
Ooh, what would Temple do? Is not a question I like to have to ask myself.
Actually, Temple, can you quickly go ahead and make a very quick Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Okay.
Actually, this would be a B2 Constitution saving throws, one after another.
I can't imagine why, but let's go. There's one. And there's two.
Both
God damn, you rolled the same thing.
You keep concentration on your Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Because you've been attacked several times since you've cast it.
I
It's a concentration spell. I keep forgetting that. I wish there was a little marker, like a little C marker on.
I mean, that's what I just have to remember.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. What would you like to do, Temple?
I'm just taking a wee look. I'm just reading things. Damn it. Just reading the spells, while we're in a semi-difficult spot. What does this do? Nope, that's not going to help me. Well, I'm going to do what Temple, the Paladin, would do and protect his goddamn friends. God help me. Will this creature have disadvantage? Will I gain advantage for flanking here, or is that not quite right angle?
That's not the right angle. To get flanking on that creature, you would have to be in this square here. It is directly opposite, so advantage has to be like that, like exact opposite square to get advantage, I'm afraid. So from there,
by the light of Nerul, we are not going to die here in a cave with our friends. So I'm going to run up behind this one, and I'm going to strike this fucker as hard as I damn well can with my longsword.
Cool. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Bum, bum, bum.
21. That will miss. As you bring your longsword down, you just hear a ting and feel resistance as you look up, and as the creature is glaring at Victorlas, you see as it's just caught your blade in its hand. You then draw your blade back. It doesn't draw blood, but the creature just kind of glances over its shoulder.
I'm not done with you yet. I'm going to attack it again.
Go ahead. Oh, 33. That will hit.
Wow.
It damn well better hit, and I'm going to add a second level Divine Smite to that too.
That'll be 4d8 for me, please, because with your improved Divine Smite. So that's 16. One moment. That much health.
So I'm adding 4d8 to that.
You're adding 4d8 because your second level Divine Smite actually no 5d8. Second level Divine Smite is 3d8. Your improved Divine Smite puts that up to 4, and because this is a fiend, that puts up to 5d8 of damage. For another 22, dropping it down to that much health as the all too familiar negative light erupts from Temple's blade as you recalculate your angle of attack and strike the creature in between its shoulder blades where its wings connect. A thick black ichor starts to trail down its back as it just and glances over its shoulder at you, turning to face you.
Face me all you want, you're still going to die today.
Is there anything
That'll
else
do me for my turn? No, Temple doesn't emote or anything. It's just bearing down on this creature as if nothing happened, give or take some minor chassis damage.
Cool. Carolina, it's your turn in initiative.
Okay, first free action. For fuck's sake!
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, and me.
Okay.
Paladin, friends.
Next.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, my movement for there.
Yep.
I'll order the Earth Elemental to actually use his burrow speed. Can he dash in a burrow?
He can dash in a burrow, yes.
Sweet. I want him to move, let's see. I can grab this. About 60 feet that away.
Okay.
To that choke point, to just in front of, let's see. Yeah, about that choke point right there. Or actually, could he be right there? Cool.
As you give him the order, and it just kind of nods its large, rocky head. All water just burrows into the ground, almost like it's just been absorbed by the floor. You feel a and the earth actually moves underneath you, as then there's a behind you, and you hear a as the elemental takes its position.
At least somebody fucking listens.
That was your free action for your order to the elemental. You have your action and your bonus action.
I'm going to bonus action to poof over here to Vic.
Yeah.
Place my hand on his shoulder. I have your consent, right?
Why the hell not?
I'm going to ask this again very nicely before I get mad. Can we all just move the fuck back and thunderstep?
Thunderstep. Cool. Temple. And both creatures must make a con saving throw. What level are you casting this at?
Like I said, y'all are very much taxing the wizard. 4th level.
4th level. Go ahead and roll me 4d10 of damage, please. The 16. You save, Temple. You're taking half damage here. Taking 15 points of damage. It's a natural 20 on the first one. That's a 15. That's a unnatural 20 on the second one. They both save as they both only take 15 points of damage. Ouch! That's unfortunate. 15.
I'm gonna bamf over to the I will bamf myself and oh fuck shit. Sorry. My roll 20 decided it was like, yeah, fuck yourself.
It's it's a
I'll go 45 feet behind the earth elemental.
Yeah,
can I go back?
I'll say you can. It's within line of sight within 300 feet. So yeah, you bamf there. Victorlas, you pop up there, and Carolina, you pop up right there as fucking
get everyone back now.
As there's a.
That is like 3 fucks out of Carolina.
Oh yeah, that's
okay. But before I join you, I'm gonna show you what planking looks like.
As the damage taken. Temple, as you turn around and glance over your shoulder, Carolina, and look back, inspecting the damage that you were able to do, you watch as Temple just drops to his knees and then drops face first in the ground.
I imagine myself as falling backwards like a robot that had been turned off and just pushed over.
Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, Cora?
Fuck! That's my turn.
5, 10, 15, 20 feet. The first creature, that's a 17, so that's a 26. So that would be a 26 to hit your AC, Temple.
If it's after blood, I don't know what it's expecting to get from me. I'm probably not going to be very delicious. I have a 23 AC because given that I'm unconscious.
26 hits. 26
yeah,
hits.
Of course it does. Yeah, I only have 23 AC.
You take 2 fails to your death saving throw.
Okay.
It makes a bite attack against you.
Nom 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 nom.
What was your AC?
23.
The creature slams its hands down on the shoulders of Temple's unconscious form, and then just lowers its down with a sick hiss, and then sinks its teeth in and tears a large chunk of wood out of what would be Temple's throat. Temple, well, everyone else, you watch as the red glow that never leaves Temple's eyes from the gems that are his eyes just slowly fades as the life leaves Temple's body.
I could just be drunk. That's happened before.
The second creature moves 5, 10, 15 feet here and makes an attack against you, Talar. That's a natural one on its claw attack.
And there's still advantage against me.
Actually, let me double check your guiding bolt here. Where's guiding bolt?
You said it was on the next attack. This would be the first attack on me.
Next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. So no, it's not. It's not an advantage. So that is actually gone. So no, that would be a natural 1.
Has it smacks itself in the face?
I'm going to call high. Nope. As it lunges down at you, and there's a resounding snap as its claws just dig into your actually, what kind of armor are you wearing again? No, actually, it's into your shield because you've got your large shield, and you watch as black shapes just spin off into the distance, and you look down to one of its hands as the talons that's on one of its hands shatter. It now has disadvantage. This creature, the bottom one, and I'm going to mark it. I'm going to mark it with a little fist. This creature now has disadvantage on all its claw attacks. It's going to then lunge in and try and bite you. That's a 22 to hit.
17.
Okay, that will hit for 4d12 plus 6. That's 4. 14. 25. 36. 42 points of piercing damage as it sinks its teeth into you.
Ouch.
I also need you to roll me a charisma saving throw, please. A 13. As it reels back from the attack, it just glares deep into your eyes. You feel a very cold sensation again whittle down and pierce into your very soul. You take 10, 16 points of damage, and your maximum HP is dropped by 16 as well.
That 16 dropped me completely.
You're at 0?
I'm at 0.
You're unconscious. As you watch as the creature hisses at Talar, she just freezes up for a moment, and then you just watch as her eyes just roll up into the top of her head, and she slumps over onto her side and loses consciousness. With that, we're going to move on to Neftari. It's your turn in initiative.
So, if Temple's dead, I can't heal him at all.
Temple is completely dead. Healing actually, you know what? Go ahead and roll me a medicine check. Talar, for that, you shouldn't be saying these things because you remind me. Call high or low.
Low.
Okay. An 11 on your medicine check. You know you have magics that can bring the dead back to life. But your magic, you've still got time. You need to be alive to use said magic. But given time, you could, as long as you're in time, you could potentially bring the temple back to life. But as it stands at the moment, normal healing won't do anything. Temple is dead.
If I can heal Talar and bring her around when she's
if you use a healing word on Talar and bring her HP above 1, she will regain consciousness. Yes. She will be prone, but she will regain consciousness. She's only unconscious. She's not dead.
Don't think I have healing word equipped. Cure wounds, but that's a touch spell.
You would need to move over to her and get into touch range in order to heal her.
Right, I'll move some movement to go there and cast 5th level.
Okay, give it a second.
Cast 5th level cure wounds.
It's taking its time to catch up. Okay, you're moving there. And 5th level cure wounds. That'll be 5d8 plus 2. Go ahead and roll that for me. Talar, you regain 22 HP. You are conscious and prone. Talar, as a free action, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to figure this out here. Okay. Perception?
Perception check, yes. 15. You glance down. There is a lot of dirt, and the pouch is misshapen. You will have to physically open the pouch to inspect your egg to see if there is any damage to it. But as it stands at the moment, the pouch is misshapen and is covered in a lot of dirt. You can assume you landed on it. Temple, is there anything? Neftari, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I use the rest of my movement to try and grab Talar's hand and drag her up as far as my movement will return.
If you're going to drag her, you will be at half speed. So from where you were, that was 5, 10, 15 feet. You'll be able to move her another, we'll round it up, 10 feet.
Would that cause an attack of opportunity against me?
No. Attacks of opportunity, as stated in the rules, are if a creature willingly moves out of melee range. You're being dragged away. Although you are willing to be dragged away, it's only if you physically move out of your way. So if someone drags you out of the way, it won't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
That's why I'm ruling. So you are dragged to here. You are still prone. You're dragged away, so you're still prone. But I'll give you that. And with that being your action and movement, you still have your bonus action, I believe, in Tsuri. Yes, bonus action. Anything you'd like to do in Tsuri?
So, there's anything I can do as a bonus action?
No problem.
Apart from imbue my, I could cast
like Shillelagh or something like that.
Yeah, Shillelagh on my quarterstaff, perhaps.
All right, cool. Cast Shillelagh on your quarterstaff. Magical and doing a little bit more damage. Victorious, it's your turn in initiative.
Well, Carolina, I don't know what your plan was, but it seems to have got a bit fucked, and I'm not leaving any of these guys
It's
behind.
like herding goddamn cats with you!
Meow. Meow.
I'm going to move down just behind here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to take a shot. I'll have to use my bonus action to switch back to my longbow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to do an attack against the one I've hunter's marked.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack. 21 misses. As you draw the longbow, your arm is shaking a little as you kind of glance down at the unmoving form of Temple. You let loose. Your focus is elsewhere. The arrow sails off into the darkness. 25 will hit. How do you want to do this?
As messily as possible. Can I hit it right through the forehead and make its head go splat?
Call high or low.
High. Right between its big, beady, white eyes.
You focus. You push the image of Temple out of your head. You feel a gentle touch on your shoulder. Kind of glance to your side. There's nothing there. But that touch just allows you to focus a little bit longer. You draw and let loose your arrow. It sails through the air, piercing one of the eyes of the creature, and with a sick, the arrow rips out of the back and sticks halfway out the back of its head. You see as the pale white eye is stuck on the arrowhead, the little tendril of its eye that connects to its brain stalk just hanging there loosely. It just like reaches up and starts clawing at its empty socket before it drops down onto the ground and is no longer moving.
And I'll use the rest of my movement to move back to where I was.
Okay.
In my turn there.
No problem. With that, Talar, it is your turn in initiative.
Phoenix gets a chance first. 20 feet of movement to there.
Cool. D20 plus 8 for the attack.
Yes.
An 11 will not hit, unfortunately, as the creature hears the as the phoenix kind of glides and flaps its wings over towards the creature. It rakes its talons down. The creature kind of spins around, hisses up at the phoenix before glancing over its shoulder towards you as you're there lying on the ground, kind of pointing at your phoenix in the direction of the creature.
Talara's getting really annoyed at this point. And...
See, this is what happens when you taunt the DM, Temple.
You weren't taking that seriously. It was a joke, you know. I don't believe you actually would do something like that.
More for you. Well,
anyway,
all of us.
Talar, so. Please continue. Sorry.
Yeah.
She has one hand over the pouch, kind of afraid to actually look at this point, but she's pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. She's going to attempt a level 3 guiding bolt at the creature.
Okay. Third level guiding bolt. That will be a d20 plus 8, please. Oh, no.
And I broke it.
Oh, there it goes. A 19. I will not hit, unfortunately.
Fucking hell.
As you're there lying on the ground, your hand is on the pouch. It feels misshapen. You don't know what kind of condition the egg is in. If it's safe, if it's damaged, if it's cracked. You don't know. Kind of the worry on gnawing at the back of your hand. You just loosely let loose your guiding bolt. It just sails off and just dissipates off the wall. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? It will take half of your movement to stand up.
I'm going to have her stand and then
You have 15
move. Yep. And let's see. And move. Come here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think it was. Can't remember if it was there or there.
5,
Up
10,
one.
up 1, 15. There you go.
So to there. And
Okay.
I think that's all I can do at this point in time.
With that, moves on to Carolina's turn in initiative.
All right. I will mention to the party, I could probably only do my Bamf around trick maybe a few more times, so just fair warning, and then I will be useless.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
said, yep, with that, I'll Misty Step down here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of try to drag Temple's call it a corpse, or we just call it a shell? What do we call it?
And corpse, shell, same thing.
Okay.
Either down or. And you grab onto his foot.
Thunderstep.
It has to make a con save.
Yep.
That's a natural 17, so it saves. What level are you doing your Thunderstep at?
Third spell. I'm almost out of juice, guys.
Third level, that's 3d10 of damage, please, and that's halved. 17, that's 8 points of damage. Drops it down to that. As you Thunderstep, taking the body of Temple with you. Where are you bamping to?
We'll bamf it to just behind Vic and the Earth Elemental.
Okay. Pop yourself down.
Yep. Boom. Temple, go with me.
Temple's corpse shifts up to there.
Yep. Now either you get up here, or the Earth Elemental is dragging you. I have asked very nicely.
Okay. With that.
That's it.
Neftari, it is your turn in initiative.
Okay, how much longer will the sunbeam last? It lasts up to a minute. How long is each turn in combat?
Each turn in combat is 6 seconds, so you've still got about 5 rounds of combat before it dispels.
Okay, before I move, I'd like to use my sunbeam on the remaining critter.
Okay. That is a Dex save 14. And con save.
In fact, if I move up next to the critter up here first.
Okay, that was cocked. It was between a 20 and an 8, but that was cocked, so I'm going to roll that again. That's a natural 19. It saves. Go ahead and roll your 68 of radiant damage, please, as you launch the beam straight down. It takes 14 points. Drops it down to that much health as you let loose the sunbeam. Before I continue on, the earth elemental just kind of stands there and readies itself in case the creature comes within range, waiting for everyone else to get past it. Is there anything else that you're doing on your turn, Nithari?
I'll use my remaining movement to get behind the earth element.
Okay, you may do so. So we're here, that's 5, 10, 15. Cool. No problem. With that, Victorlas. Oh wait, no. Actually, sorry. Because the my initiative tracker is not sorting, the creature's actually going to go now because it should have actually gone after Coralina, but the initiative tracker is not updating.
Do it. Make Cora's fucking day.
The creature, 10, 15, 20 feet. The first attack at disadvantage with its claw. That is going to be a 16 to hit your armor class, Talar.
17.
It misses. Second attack with the bite. That's a 29 to hit. That is 10. 20.
If you go past 22, I'm down again.
29. 39. 45 total points of damage as it sinks its teeth into you. Sorry, I'm just reading something here. No. Talar is back to being unconscious as the creature does not get into the... Actually, no, it does. So while that is happening, it does get into the range of the elemental's attack. That is a hit for 2d8 plus 5. 8. 14. 5. 19 points of bludgeoning damage. Drops it down to that much health. As it gets into range, the alpha elemental kind of like digs its hand into the ground. You hear a rumble as its earthen fist kind of bursts from the ground and just gut punches this creature as it kind of hurries its way over to Talar. It kind of whacks off Talar's shield with the broken claws in its hand and just before it lunges in and sinks its teeth deep into your shoulder, Talar. The pain kind of just pierces through your body before your eyes roll over into the back of your head and you kind of tumble backwards unconscious onto the floor. With that, we'll move to Victorlas in initiative.
If I may ask a quick question, how far down do I need to be before I'm completely screwed?
So massive damage. The way that works is the damage you have to go to negative your maximum HP. So if that damage took you to minus 69 HP, because that is your hit point maximum. If it takes you to minus 69, you're instantly dead.
Okay.
Did it take you to minus 69?
No.
No, then you're just unconscious. Victorlas, it's your turn.
Okay. So, I'll do that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move down here. 5, 10, 15. And I'm going to use 3rd level Cure Wounds on Talar.
Okay, 3rd level Cure Wounds is 3d8. Go ahead and roll that. Talar, you regain 16 HP. You are conscious again. As you
I'm still below though.
It doesn't matter. You want to, if as long as you once you hit 0, it's only if the damage that you are currently taking drops you to negative your maximum. If it doesn't hit your negative maximum, you stop it. You revert back to 0. You're simply unconscious. If you then heal back up to above 16, you're back to back being conscious. So you only have to worry about the negative if it's negative your maximum. If it doesn't hit negative maximum, 0. That's it. So you are conscious, but you are once again prone on your back as Victoria. You kind of glance up and look at Victoria's hand on your shoulder, kind of looking at you with a quite deep look of concern on his face.
So what healing am I actually at right now? 16?
You're at 16 points of HP.
Okay.
So if you drop to negative, so if you drop to 0 HP and there's damage left over, if that would hit negative your maximum HP, you die instantly. Otherwise, you stay at 0, you're unconscious, and any healing then brings you up to that 16. Like in this case, 16 HP. The only time you need to worry about a negative number is if it's enough damage to take you to negative your HP maximum.
Oops.
Okay, I'm going to grab Talar and I'm going to attempt to drag her back as far as I possibly can.
How far did you move there? 5, 10, 15 feet?
15, yeah.
You can drag Talar back 10 feet. So Talar, you would be to here as Victoria, you drag her back. Let's get off my screen, please. Thank you.
And I'm going to use bonus action to move my... Actually, yeah, no, bonus action. I'm going to move my Hunter's Mark to this other creature.
Okay, it is marked.
And my turn there.
Okay. Talar, it is your turn in initiative. You are conscious, prone on your back.
Okay, I am... Let's see. How far is that? Try it. Phoenix goes to here, going to attempt an attack.
Go right ahead and do so. That's a d20 plus 8. 26 will hit. Go ahead and roll. Your spiritual weapon was at max level, right? Was it
level 5.
It was 5th level. Cool. It's 2d8 plus 4.
Oops.
$15 points of damage. Drops it down to that much health as the phoenix kind of caws out and then rakes its talons across the creature's back. It's just and hisses and growls up at the phoenix before turning back to look towards you.
And can't do that one. Okay. I can do Cure Wounds on myself, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Second level, because that's all I've got.
That's 2d8 plus 4. You regain 14 HP.
Okay. And if I actually get up and try to move, can I make it by my two?
You can move past your teammates, but it does take 15 feet of your movement to stand up.
Yeah. So, which I would like to do that,
okay.
and
you are no longer prone. You've got 15 feet of movement left.
I'll move up next to Temple's very still form.
Okay. Is that everything?
That's all I can do at the moment.
Okay. Moves on to Carolina. It's your turn in initiative.
So I think what I would do. Can I attempt to move over here and peer inside and see if this seems like it doesn't have things in it?
Go ahead and roll your perception check. 18. You peer in. There is it does veer off to the to your right at the end, so you can't see all the way into the tunnel. But from what you can see, there doesn't seem to be anything occupying the this small offset of the tunnel.
Talar, try to get him in here. Now, point at the tunnel.
Okay.
This smaller one.
Yeah, you move back.
I will ready in action, and I'll keep my Earth Elemental where he is for right now.
Okay. The Earth Elemental just digs its hand into the ground again. It attempts to erupt its fist from underneath the creature once again. That's not going to hit, unfortunately, as the creature sees the telltale sign of this impending attack and kind of rolls onto its side. The earth-shapen fist just rises up out of the ground and then promptly vanishes, missing the creature as it rolls over. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. I'm going to take a few moments to quickly check something here. They do a lot of refreshing. See the state of everyone, because there's that. Don't need to see that. I know that. Okay, that's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. Cool. Right. The creature is going to go 5, 10, 15 feet. 15. It's going to squeeze past you, Victorious, into here. That is 15. That's 25. 30 feet. Up to you, Talar. The elemental makes the attack for a whopping 12 points of damage. Drops it down to that much health. As the creature gets up to you, Talar, it makes the first attack at disadvantage. That will be an 18 on both, unfortunately, to hit with the claws.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you're
17, 23 points of slashing damage.
Yay.
And then a normal attack on the bite. That's a 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For 1, 8, 19. $37 points of damage as it sinks its teeth into you again.
You said 37?
37, yes.
Lovely. Guess what?
Conscious again?
What else? I'm being targeted.
The creature...
Blizzard did say get back 3 times.
They are very predatorial. I will say that to you.
It's now got attack of opportunities on 3 of us as well.
It did squeeze past Vic and Tari.
Neftari, you'll be the only one that gets an attack of opportunity. It entered Victorialis's melee range. It hasn't left Victorialis's melee range.
I'll smack it with my quarterstaff then.
You can smack it with your quarterstaff, so go ahead and roll the attack.
It's imbued with magic.
Your shillelagh, yes. So let me just quickly double check the shillelagh cantrip here. The weapon's damage die becomes a D8 if it hasn't already. It becomes magical. So that'll be a D8 plus 2, because you have. Are you using this two-handed?
If it's an attack of opportunity, does it make any difference?
It does, because it depends whether you're holding your quarterstaff with 2 hands or 1 hand.
I'd probably have my shield in the other hand.
I keep forgetting you have a shield. It just yeah, because it doesn't pop up here. Anyway, so yeah, it'll just be a D8 plus 2 then.
Do you have to roll the attack first?
Yeah, that's actually very true. Please go ahead and roll your attack with your quarterstaff. I'm being a fucking idiot. So just hit 1 and then enter. A 9 unfortunately does not hit. Sorry, that was max damage as well. That sucks. I am sorry. The creature kind of manages to get up into Victorialis's space, then almost scurries along the wall, and as you see it, you fucking whack at it with your quarterstaff. As the quarterstaff kind of echoes off of the ground and misses, unfortunately, as the creature then scurries over to Talar and makes its attacks. Talar is currently unconscious. That will then move on to Tari's turn in initiative.
God, she's dead again. Yeah, I'm sort of torn between picking up Talar. The creature's just going to hunt her down and kill her again, or just try to finish this bloody creature. We surely must be doing some damage to it now if we keep whittling it. How does the creature look?
The creature itself, a lot of the wounds are open and deep. There's a thick black ichor that's seeping from the wounds and dripping onto the floor, and as you look at it, its breath's kind of raspy and deep. It doesn't look like it's on its last legs, but it has taken a fair whack of damage.
Okay, I'll move up a space. Die, you fucking cretin! Evil shithead!
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
I cast the Sunbeam again.
Oh, you're casting Sunbeam. That is a con save of 14. That's cocked. That's a natural 19 at advantage. Takes 15 points of radiant damage rounded down. That is that much health left, as it is not blinded. It kind of sees you approach and then quickly glances away as the blistering radiant heat from the sunbeam kind of scores over its body and you rapidly heats the black skin, and since black absorbs heat, Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Nathari? Nathari?
I don't think so. There's not a lot.
Okay.
I've not got any bonus actions. There's the shillelagh again, but that's already sort of.
Cool. Victorious, that is your turn in initiative.
Okay, I'm going to switch to my short swords.
Yep.
My bonus action. I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to take 2 attacks.
Okay, you will have advantage. $19 misses. $22 just misses, unfortunately. As you swing down, the creature kind of glances over to Nathari with a hiss as he let loose his sunbeam before it then his head almost snaps over, glancing over its shoulder towards you as you bring your short swords down onto it. Successfully manages to dodge out of the way of the attacks.
Okay, with my bonus... no, I can't
action
do that.
That you used to switch weapons.
Switch weapons, yeah. Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Okay, Talar, roll me a death saving throw, please. I'm pretty sure if you type !S space death, that'll still work.
Even though I'm not all the way down, or that was, I don't know.
You're unconscious, so it's a death saving throw.
Okay.
So !S space death, and that should work. That's a save. You're still clinging on to life as you're laying on your back, kind of crumpled over, shallow breathing. That moves up to Carlina. It's your turn in initiative.
All right, I have a question here. If I have an attack that focuses in a line, if I point it directly point blank at the individual, what I basically want to do is I would like to bonus action Misty Step over here. I would like to lightning bolt this thing point blank range.
You cannot Misty Step into another creature's.
Wait, what? Well, I'm not seeing anything on. I'm not seeing anything on right here. That's empty for me.
That's where the creature is. Hold on, give me a second. The creature is actually stood right there. That's where the creature.
Okay.
Is. If that's not updated for you, then I apologize. But right there,
that's fine.
Where the creature is.
Fine. Misty Step over here then.
Yes. So Misty Step there, and what you're wanting to do now?
I believe line functions like that, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so my companions will be technically safe.
Yes, that's correct.
I'm going to lightning bolt this motherfucker point blank range, and I'm also going to use the thing you gave me, DM, to impose disadvantage on this motherfucker.
Okay. Yeah, you Misty Step over. You draw back the lightning.
I'm already... Cora's already thoroughly pissed.
Oh yeah, I can tell. This is just at 3rd level, right?
Yeah, just at 3rd level, because I blew up other fucking spell slots.
You draw back the lightning damage. You point your hand into the air, and you all watch as the lightning kind of just scores out straight towards the ceiling. But then Cora drives her hands down to the ground, and just before the lightning strikes the roof, it just takes an abrupt turn and strikes straight down on top of the creature. It makes a 12. It's a dex save. 15. It fails. Go ahead and roll me 8d6 of lightning damage.
And
I'm done. D6.
Yep.
31 drops it down to that much health as you watch as the lightning energy ripples through its body, and it just kind of clenches and kind of retracts in before the energy finally dissipates. It kind of drops down and glares at you, Carolina.
Okay, so is the lightning still diffusing in the air a little bit?
A little bit, yes.
I'd like to take a free action to jerk my finger at Nathari, then jerk at Victorious, You get those 2 fucks in that tunnel now. May I roll intimidation, please?
Yes, go ahead and roll intimidation. Victorless and Neftari, I would like you to both roll charisma saving throws.
She tried so fucking hard.
Victorless, you there?
He's still muted.
He's still muted. He's not there. I will roll it for him. Charisma, it's a flat d20 for him. That is a 16. So they both save. You're not compelled to do so. Okay, Victorless, I just see you just got back.
Sorry.
Carolina just tried to intimidate you into dragging Temple's corpse and the unconscious form of Talar into this tunnel here. You've made your save, so you're not compelled to do so if you do not want to. If you'd failed, you would have been compelled to do that on your next turn. But
so, with it being a 10, did Cora's voice crack or something like that?
A little bit, yeah. The fear of the situation is quite clear in her voice.
How am I going to drag Temple and Talar?
That was to both you and Neftari.
Just pick whichever one's lighter. I got the other one.
Pick one, drag. But on your next turn, you're not compelled to do so. You can choose to if you want to. You're not being forced to since you made the save.
But moving us out of range of that thing will invoke an attack of opportunity.
That is correct. Moving onwards. Moves on to the creature's turn. With a normal attack against Talar, with its claws, as no disadvantage is cancelled out at the advantage on an unconscious creature. Talar, you take 2 death saves as it rolls a natural 20.
Take 2?
You take
roll
2. Yeah, no. You on your character sheet, you take 2 fails on your death saves. Just point and click to fail twice. Whenever you're in death saving throw, if you take a critical failure on a death save, or something hits you at a critical, you automatically fail twice. So you're at 2 fails and 1 success. It's going to try and bite you as well. Needs to roll a 5 or less.
It's not so bad being dead, Talar. It's peaceful.
The creature, after striking Talar with its broken talons, doing a bit more damage, you glance over to Talar as the pain courses through her body, and you see her visibly react even while unconscious. The creature then reaches down and sinks its teeth deep into her gut. You all look over as Talar just takes one final deep breath before taking one final exhale as the life leaves her body. As it rolled a natural 17 to hit. That moves to Neftari's turn in initiative. What would you like to do, Neftari?
I want to kill this creature, but I've been told to drag these corpses to the...
You're not compelled to do so. You made the save. So you don't have to do anything. You can do whatever you'd like.
Look at this tiny wizard trying to scare me.
Is this plan of yours even going to work?
Sorry?
Is this plan of yours even going to work?
That was to you, Cara.
Carolina.
Well, I tried to get all of my companions to this choke point for it to then cave in to where we would be on this side, and I point to the side we're on right now, and the bad guys would be on the other side.
I thought we were at the choke point already. The creature seems to be faster than us.
I originally started moving us back and said to run. No one listened.
Right, the creature gets its turn before Carolina in initiative. Is that correct?
After Carolina, before you.
Could feasibly get back past the choke point. But if I was to drag one of the bodies, how far could I drag Temple?
You'd provoke an attack of opportunity. 5, 10, 15 feet. You'd be able to drag Temple 10 feet.
I wouldn't be able to get him into the choke point.
You wouldn't be able to get him into the caves, like the tunnel over here, and you wouldn't be able to get him in, but you'd be able to get him to the entrance.
Oh crap!
Let's just kill the thing for now, I guess.
I can get myself into if can I occupy the same space as a dead person?
You can, yes. You can stand over their corpse.
Just die, evil. Sunbeam again.
Sunbeam from where you are. I'm going to advanced. Can I send 2 back? There you go. So that's where you're, Nithitari. Sunbeam straight down. That is a dex save of 14, I believe. Con save of 14. I keep saying dex, it's con. It's a natural 20. Go ahead and roll a 6d8 of damage. It's taken half. 22. It takes 11 points of damage. Drops down to that. As it does glance away, you hear it hiss, and you see the boils build up on the palm of its hand with the broken talons. And then just glares up at you again. It's looking really rough.
Still won't bloody die though, will it? No bonus actions just to give it a clout or anything. I'll move away and try to drag Talar with me towards the opening to the.
Okay. You've got 25 feet of movement, so half that be 15, 5, 10. Yeah, you could get to there, and Talar would be moved along beside you. Because you yourself are willingly moving out before you move, because you yourself are willingly moving away from this creature, we'll get an attack of opportunity again. See if you do that.
Fair enough.
You doing that?
Yep.
All right, cool. Talar is dragged away. The creature is going to try and bite out at you. It's a 23 to hit. That hits, yeah?
That hits.
Yeah, cool. That is 6, 10, 14, 19, 25 points of piercing damage as it kind of hunches down and manages to bite and catch your shin as you rip your leg away before you grab onto Talar's armor and start to drag her just past the unmoving form of Temple and start dragging her towards the entrance to the cave. The entrance to this sect of the cave. Victorlas, that moves on to your turn in initiative.
Can I move into this space against the rock?
No, unfortunately. You can move through it, but you can't move into it because you'll be pressed up against the wall.
Fantastic. Fuck it. Attack from a long short sword.
All right, go ahead. That hits. Go ahead and roll your D6 Hunter's Mark. Your D8 Colossus Slayer.
1d8.
You slash across it, across its side, kind of glances up to you. Its eyes are kind of half open, just still standing.
I'll take another swipe at it.
14 doesn't hit.
And then I'll use my bonus action to make a offhand attack.
Okay, yeah, with your other short sword, go right ahead. It's a natural one. You bring your, you strike with your main hand, your offhand, and then bring your blade up to strike it again. It catches your blade, twists it out of your hand, and then lets it drop to the floor. You only have one short sword now in your hand currently. With that, moves up to Carolina's turn in initiative at the start of the round.
Alright. I'm going to command my Earth Elemental friend to step up and strike it.
Okay. Turns around. It makes its attacks. Is a natural 2, so that one will miss.
Fuck.
That is a natural 20. How do you want your Earth Elemental to do this?
Kill it now. Just
you
both
watch.
hands.
Smash. Hulk smash.
Crush. It brings both its hands together. The earth of form of the elemental just billows out into a large kind of like mallet, essentially, and just you watch as the creature just gets crushed underneath, and then its innards just like it's almost if you were stepping on a tube of toothpaste. Just
did it splatter onto me, DM?
Roll a dex save.
No, I'll fail it.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no. If you fail it, then yes, its innards just coat you, and you just stand there looking at it menacingly. Fear still rippling through your body as it expires, as the earth elemental smushes it into the ground.
Walk over to Carolina and wipe some of the goo off her. Taste. If we're out of initiative, that is.
You are out of initiative.
Thank God for that. But shit, I mean,
I'm going to pick up my short sword from the floor. I'm going to walk straight towards Carolina, pointing the blade directly at her. What the fuck was your plan? Because
we were supposed
that went fucking terribly.
I
point at Neftari. I've already seen you try and kill us. Why are you here?
What?
Really? My plan was to get us from wherever the fuck we were down there to up here, but no, your mouth-breathing fucks of friends decided to go down after I'd already popped back once. I have blown all my spell slots trying to herd all of you together into a choke point. Earth Elemental caused a cave-in this choke point. We would be safe to rest up.
Go ahead and roll me an insight check, Victorilus. 12. You look as Carolina, like, there is fear and sadness in her face, tears slowly streaming down her cheeks as she glances down at the two unmoving forms of Talar and Temple.
I mean, that's the only thing I can do. Okay, I can't fucking heal or anything.
You damn well near killed the whole lot of us, and that great hulking thing there was no fucking use to anyone. And I'll sheath my two short swords, and I'm gonna just step off in a strop somewhere over here.
Okay.
Oh, we've got 2 corpses here. Let's figure out what to do with them.
Nithari, go ahead and roll me a perception check. 10. You feel a gentle heat being emitted from one of the pouches slung to your belt.
My wish. Is that what it is?
As you reach into the pouch, you pull out the single platinum coin that you were given. It is glowing slightly and emitting a very soft, gentle heat in your hand.
Yeah, I think somebody who wants to help us was given this for just this moment, actually.
What are you doing?
I can't remember how to activate it. Pull it out and give it a shake. Give it a rub.
After
Lick it.
just shaking it, rubbing it against your hand, you glance around and lick it. It tastes very strange. It tastes very metallic. In your frustration, you just clench it in your fist. Just try it, thinking back, trying how to get it to work. Before you glance over to Victorlas as he kind of his movements slow down and freeze. Coralina's just in the corner. One of the teardrops from her cheek is dropped.
Oh, I would have already sat down already, like
okay,
like
sat
arms
down
on the
like
knees,
arms on knees, knees up to your chest, kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, you see one of the teardrops that is stopped mid fall towards her thighs. And from the darkness out steps an elderly, human-looking gentleman, long, flowing silver hair with a short, well-kept beard. I did not expect you to both need my assistance so quickly.
Yeah,
As I have said, Nithari, you and Victorlas will have one use of my power and once only. I can undo these events, but anything that happens after this will be your own problem to solve.
Yep. Things went drastically wrong this time. There's 2 of them. I could, cast a spell to, what's the word? Resurrect? Not resurrect. Reincarnate them. But,
You could.
They could end up coming back as elves or something. I don't think nobody wants to come back as an elf. So
The Dragovian are an interesting race. I'm not sure if the reincarnation will affect their physical form. And the Warforged are constructed. Again, it may change what they are fundamentally. But even I have not seen that happen to any of their kind.
I can show you how. Hey, I see you first. Take you.
So could this wish come with like a free pint of
Sorry, say that again. You cut out there.
I think I just heard exactly what he said.
So could this wish that my friends were resurrected come with a free pint of beer?
Do I witness this, gentleman? I didn't know if it was like a.
No, time has frozen. It's only Nithari that is witnessing this.
No worries. No worries.
If worded correctly, I could do such a thing.
I wish my friends were still alive, and I had a pint of beer.
I need you to call high or low.
Hi.
Bahamut kind of looks at you. Your wish, my favor. And he kind of lifts his hand, and you feel the coin slip out of your fingers, and just he catches it. It vanishes in his hand with a plume of silver smoke. His mind command. Snaps his fingers. Carlina and Victorless. You watch as there is a sudden...
I'm not watching. I'm watching the floor.
You see a sudden flash of deep silver light emit from Nithtari for but a moment, and as you glance up, he has a full tankard of ale in his hand. Talar and Temple, your souls are wrenched from the celestial plane, returned to your body. You are conscious, and you are both at full HP.
Well, I guess we should get back here for everyone.
Dr. Alice, is he okay?
Oh, fuck, that was loud.
I mean,
Is
that was
Dr.
already
Alice
going.
okay?
See, as you come to consciousness, you can glance over. You see Victorless kind of storming away. Victorless, you hear this. You physically hear Temple come to consciousness suddenly and call out your name. You turn around, and both Talar and Temple are there, alive. Their wounds have all completely closed up. Talar, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
I'd like to make a head count as well.
At 21, as you come to consciousness, you sit upright, reach down and grab your pouch. The dirt is gone. It is no longer misshapen. Temple, Victorless, as you glance around, Talar and Temple are alive and breathing.
And as I turn around and see that literally every emotion in my body collapses, and I just drop to my knees and put my head in my hands.
Talar's kind of curling up in a ball around her pouch right now. Her tail's like curling around her, and her wings are closing in around herself.
I would like you all to, every single one of you, to roll me a perception check. (23) and 11, 17, 27, and a 13. You see a soft glow emit from the far northern wall, and a voice rings out. I have done everything I can to help you. Your favors have been collected. You are on your own. Please be careful before the light fades out. Victorless, Nithtari, and Carlina, any damage you may have sustained is still there. You have not been healed. Your spell slots are still expended. Talar and Temple, you guys essentially just roll a... So if your characters are still dead, I'm pretty sure you can just click on it and...
I've got Restore Life with full HP as an option.
Yes, do that, please.
Do I get any spells back or anything?
Yes, once you've done that. So what you want to do, Talar, is just click... I'll just do it for you, actually.
Well, if you tell me how, I can do it later,
So
too.
what you'll do is you'll click your third fail. So it'll pop up in brackets dead under your character name, but then under that an option will pop up that says restore character to life with full HP. You will then click that and then click apply twice. And then both of you roll long rests. You're fully restored, all HP, like full HP. You have your full Lay on Hands pool, Temple.
Excellent.
All of your spell slots are returned, but the rest of you are unaffected.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Equipment.
All right, we're all safe. Excellent.
Where is it? Or have you already deleted it, Nithtari, your favor? It's no longer there, so I will say that it is gone. Yep, no problem. Nephthari. Okay. So, you guys have successfully come back from the utmost brink of death. What would you guys like to do now?
High five the F golem.
You walk up, extend your hand out. The golem just kind of, and then reaches out a large fist and lightly taps you in the hand.
La, 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 la.
So
I'm
what
just-
would you guys like to do?
I'm just on my knees at this point. I don't know, gone somewhere. Victoris is having a moment.
Hey, Coralina, did your air friend save the day?
No.
Flor's still curled up
Mm-hmm.
on herself, pretty much. Hiding her own tears.
Why is everyone making upside down faces? Nephthari, where did you get that beer? Guys?
Nephthari is BRB at the moment, so he cannot respond at the moment. But you glance around. Give me an insight check, Temple.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Nephthari just thinks back, but still give me an insight check. Even with a 7, you glance around and you can see that this has been like, you just died. This has been
Wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't be the first time, but the last time you were all brought back almost instantly. And the last time was a bit of a mishap on your part. This is the first time that you guys have been almost completely defeated. This was an enemy that you couldn't just steamroll, essentially. Everyone's kind of taken a moment to reflect on the fact that 2 of their party members were just killed.
Except Temple, who doesn't properly understand human emotions. So I'm going to put my arms out and say, told you, unstoppable.
You weren't flaming unstoppable. You nearly got us all killed by charging in there. You said run. Understand run?
What are you talking about? I ran.
No, you didn't. You ran straight to them. You got yourself killed.
Still ran.
Hands at my side. Victoralis was in danger. I don't care. I'd die for any of you.
A knife for you, Temple. I don't know if I can go through this again.
Do you need a hug?
Appreciate the offer, Temple, but now isn't the time.
Do you need healing? What's wrong with your face? It's wet again.
Get moving. Let's get moving. I'm going to stand up and start striding forward.
Just slip my beer and look around to everyone. Probably should have got a pint for everyone, eh?
I'm going to walk up to Coralina and outstretch my hand. Do you consent?
Okay.
Piggyback! Come on, let's all go. Let's get out of this damn cave.
Temple, as you kind of go, okay, you reach your hand out to Temple, who just kind of wrenches you off your feet and slings you over his shoulders, and you land on his back.
Time to mention Cora's been wearing a dress this entire fucking time. Is this applicable to mention at this point in time?
It's very applicable at this moment in time.
It might be for someone else, but Warforged don't have those kinds of edges, so you're all right.
Very true. That is very true.
I'm not concerned about the Warforged.
I'm not even going to roll for this. No, you keep your decency. Don't you fucking worry. As Temple is now, it's a piggyback ride. You're on Temple's back as he's carrying you around.
Okay. I mean, Cora's still got some thinking to do, but still.
Okay, so
I'm I'm walking back down through the tunnels. I just want to get the fuck out of here. As I do so, I'm going to cast 2nd level Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay, 2nd level Cure Wounds. That will be 2d8, please, to roll for me. And
do you need any healing, Coralina?
Heal 9 HP. And which direction are you traveling, Carlos?
I'm going to head back like the way we were going.
Oh, really?
You're going.
Oh, damn.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. You're still using the battle map here, so go ahead and
Yeah. So I'm proceeding onwards because as far as I'm concerned, we need to get the fuck out of here.
There is supposed to be an exit there, but we don't know that that's for certain.
An exit where, Temple?
Why can't we go back the way we came?
I thought we were pursuing a target.
Well, there could be more of those things down here.
Carolina, with your previous check, you know there was just the two of them.
I don't think so.
You can all still hear chittering noises echo through the cave. You are not alone, but in the immediate vicinity, there is nothing else.
Could be more of them spider things. I'm going to investigate the body of one of these things as we go past one.
Okay.
I've dismissed my Earth Elemental at this point.
Okay. Earth Elemental is dismissed. As
creature
you kind of look over Temple's shoulder, thank it for its service, and it just nods
So wait,
at you.
am I in formal piggyback, or am I just over the shoulder like a sack of potatoes?
Oh no, you're formal piggyback.
Okay.
You're not fireman carry. You're
You
actually
go wee
piggyback.
if you like.
I don't care.
But it just kind of nods to you, and you all watch as the Earth Elemental just sinks into the ground as the floor kind of levels out. Unfortunately, Carolina, at this present moment in time, wherever Temple moves, you.
That's fine.
Talar, as you're curled up,
if he's carrying me, did I constitute to have a short rest?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll let you have a short rest since you're not actually doing any strenuous things. You're actually being carried around. The only strenuous thing you have to do is kind of like wrap your hold on to Temple's shoulders or wrap your arms like around his neck or anything like that gently to hold on.
Well, coincidentally, when I was built, I had my had my neck shaped like an armchair, so you're good to go.
But Talar, as you're taking this moment to yourself and just contemplating on the events that had just happened, you glance over and you can see your companions start to move further into the cave.
She's going to reluctantly stand up and trail along behind them. Okay. Still, she's got both her hands around, and yeah, she's just following along behind them.
Okay. You guys are still using the battle map here, so feel free to move as you see fit.
Just striding ahead in a massive ego strop.
All these creatures carried on attacking people even when they stopped moving and were unconscious. What sort of evil are these things?
Go ahead and, as you kind of look at the creature, Neftari, go ahead and roll me a nature check. 24. As you glance down at the creature, there's a kind of sick feeling in the back of your throat, and your vision just goes black for but a moment. Everyone who's looking to Nethari, you see his eyes just glaze over pitch black for about a second before they return to normal. Nethari, you're imbued with the knowledge of these creatures. These are Nabasu. They are demonic entities that feed on the souls of living creatures. They are very predatory. Once they have seen a creature or attacked a creature that is living, that has its own soul, it will do what it can in order to obtain that soul and essentially bolster its own strength, make it stronger. So once it will continue to pursue said creature. So until it dies and it can consume that creature's soul, it will focus on that creature until its job is done.
That's nasty.
And just a side thing for you all out of game. A creature devoured by a Nabasu can be restored to life only by a wish spell. So if things had gone a little bit worse, the only thing that could have restored Temple, Talar, or anyone else who fell to these creatures would be a wish spell.
Or reincarnation.
A reincarnation wouldn't work. The only thing is a wish spell. Reincarnation wouldn't do anything. It would fail to cast.
Wow.
Because the soul was basically eaten and destroyed.
A reincarnation. Give me uno momento. Reincarnation.
How many souls has this thing sucked over the years?
If the target's as the description of reincarnate 5th level transmutation spell, first paragraph. If the target's soul isn't free or willing to do so, the spell fails. So a reincarnate wouldn't do nothing. The spell would fail. You wouldn't be able to reincarnate the creature. And as to answer your question, even with a 24, you don't know how many souls these creatures have taken. You don't know how many people have wandered down these tunnels and lost their lives to these Nabasu.
And we don't know how many are left in here. Out of
Can I, given that I'm in a favoured environment, can I check if I can see any distinctive tracks ahead of me if I move sort of forward into this cave area?
To here, yeah, go ahead and roll me a survival check at advantage, please. Come on, Avery, catch up.
Pokey.
Oof. 15. You glance down. You don't see any. All you can see is in the dirt below you is the massive kerfuffle that has been your fight with these Nabasu. Like from just a few moments ago. As you look over to the tunnel. Oh, wrong one. Wrong screen. Sorry.
Damn, as soon as Temple gets within like 10 feet of Victorious, I'm just gonna like poof right off his back. Just
Cool.
Nope.
Cool.
Nope.
As you
Dominance has been asserted.
Yep. As you look down, Victorious, there look to be drag marks leading in this direction, which then lead off towards here with what look to be heavy humanoid footfalls.
I think I know which way they went. I need to get out of here. I'm going to begin marching ahead.
Okay.
Oh, catch up.
Everyone else following suit?
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep my distance, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to harvest this corpse for trinkets. Evil trinkets.
Of course you are, Neftari.
Go ahead and roll me a survival check, please. Natural one. The it's like as you like the frustration of the recent events suddenly takes over you as you instead of carefully like extracting talons and teeth, you like kind of you're getting ready to do, but the largest like fang on in its mouth, you just grab and snap out of its mouth, and then start snapping the other large fangs. You grab it, grab the talons on the fingers, and just start wrenching them like off, just completely destroying this corpse, just taking out your anger of the first proper loss that you've experienced in a very long time out on this creature. You get nothing from it, unfortunately.
And just take its eyeball and suck that. There was one of its eyeballs got skewered out with.
Yeah. Go ahead and you managed to pluck that one out. And what are you doing on it?
Chew on it. And punch the creature in the head while doing
Go
it.
ahead and roll me a con save at disadvantage. Disadvantage. So roll again.
Same.
Oh wow, exact same thing. It tastes absolutely disgusting as you crunch down on it and it bursts in your mouth. There's a very putrid, disgusting smell that wafts into your nostrils, but you just shrudders through it and continue to chew down on the now liquid form of this jelly eye that you've just munched from this Navasu.
And then I just keep punching it in the head and sipping my beer.
You wash down the eye, and after a few minutes, its face is naught but mush.
I feel better.
You're catching up with the others?
Yep.
Okay. Victorless, what was your survival? 15. Yes. You can see that the drag marks lead up in this direction towards the right-hand fork of the cave ahead.
I'm gonna keep marching. I've got my short swords drawn. I'm just gonna keep marching up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna be listening out for any untoward noises and things like that on my way.
Go
But
ahead.
yeah.
I'm gonna have a look down this cave. Just very briefly, gonna peek my head out because one of them had blood, and maybe there's a body in here of that guy we were chasing.
You glance down. There is a large. You wouldn't even need to roll a perception check for this. There's a large pool of blood, some chunks of flesh, and there are what looks to be trails of blood leading to you and then past you, and then as you follow them along, it's in the direction that the blood stops after a while, but the drag marks continue in the direction that Victorless is headed.
I'm gonna run and catch up then.
Okay.
I've just got steely-eyed determination at the moment. I think Victorless is kind of just switched off his emotions and he's just marching forward now.
Nathatari and Coralina, you guys keeping up? Or, well, I know you're keeping your distance, Coralina, but you're still keeping up with them as they move, yeah?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, cool. You keep moving. As once you get to there, Victorlas, you can see that the drag marks trail up to here and take an abrupt right-hand turn.
I'll just keep following him.
Okay. position
Roll
yourself as you
20s.
see fit.
Roll 20's having a moment.
Yeah, it's taking time to catch up.
So what we're doing? We're going to see
I'm going
if
to keep
those
quite
little
close to
fellas had
Neftari.
a mother around.
Oh, Christ.
As you get to there, Victorless, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Sure.
Roll 20s being slow as shit.
Yeah,
So-
it is. I'm getting that as well. Don't worry.
15.
Hey, 15. Once you get there, the same kind of clicking noise that you heard from the insectoids, you can hear them quite clearly coming from this direction.
I'm going to cast a second level Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright, as you get up close,
okay.
you can actually see with your improved dark vision. You can see a group of these small insectoid creatures that you fought before surrounding a very large looking insectoid creature.
Oh bugger! More
However,
spiders.
However, as you glance up to them, they don't seem to have noticed you yet.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
That's going to use my last second level spell slot.
Okay. With that, would everyone please go ahead and roll me stealth?
Alright.
Temple, you are at
Yeah.
disadvantage, I believe.
Yep. There. C.
Well, now Chorus is gonna probably get yelled at more.
23, 27, 13,
Mine
18,
will be
28. Yeah, Temple, you need one more because you've
Oh,
got,
yeah.
disadvantage on this.
That's more like it.
13.
Classic.
So as you guys approach Temple, you're trying your best, but there's a solid thud of your footfalls as you approach. Neftari, as you kind of glance up and look towards the nest of creatures to your north, they still don't notice you. Even with a natural one, they still don't notice you.
So we're going to walk around them, right?
From there, Victoria,
Can I still see the trails?
They
heading
are
around the
slowly
corner?
starting to fade, but they're heading down this direction.
Temple, Nathari. We need to move quickly. We need to move now. Pass it back. We need to keep moving.
Okay, girls.
Okay, I'm going to pass it back.
Yeah.
We
Go.
need to. I heard I was right there. We need to move quickly, quietly, right now.
Cora just gives a silent nod. Just one of her fingers dabbing at like the corner of her right eye.
Okay.
Tar glances back and then glances back forward and keeps moving quietly.
And I'll keep following the trail as far as it goes.
As of right there, Victoria, the trail ends where you know, just where you were before the trail ends. But as you continue further down, off in the distance, you can see what looks to be a wooden structure of some kind. It's not going to be there on the battle map because I completely forgot to add it as we as I made this battle map. It completely like just almost knock over my side tray as well and just went clean. I was not focusing at the time, but no, there is a wooden structure to your far south of some kind. It has no windows. But it does have a single door that is slightly ajar.
I
I'll
can see
proceed
the
towards
pub.
it.
Okay, it is right the way down at the bottom.
I'm gonna just keep going.
Okay. As you get to it inside, roll me a perception check, Victorious.
27.
27. You can hear sobbing coming from inside, and with a 27, you can tell that the individual who's sobbing is male.
I think we need to go this way, guys. Let's
Who
make it
would-
quick.
Who'd live in a house like this? I mean, who'd live down here?
It's a good question, Tori. Good question. And I'm going to move up towards the door as subtly as I can, wherever it is.
It's about here.
Okay, so I'm going to... Oh, God, yeah, roll 20 is taking a dump, isn't
Yeah, it's being kind of slow at the moment. I don't know what's going on with it.
it? So, yeah, I'm just going to move up against the door and
Yep.
peer inside if I can.
You glance inside. You can see what looks to be two dwarven individuals. One is on the ground, on the floor, face up, eyes just glassed, staring up at the ceiling at nothing. The other is hunched over the prone individual, struggling to maintain their composure. With the 27, you recognize the male individual crying as Tsuri. The prone individual is his wife, whose name you did not actually get.
No, we didn't. I'm going to wait for everyone else to get as close as they're going to get to me.
Okay.
Well, looks like we found where he's been. And it looks like he may have had his comeuppance. Should we offer our condolences?
Looks like you took a wrong turn, eh, Tsuri?
As you say that, he kind of turns to you slowly. This wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you. Just fuck off and leave me alone, will you? Leave me in peace.
You're the one who set all his henchmen on us when we were just having a quiet drink in the...
You said the wrong thing at the wrong place, boy. It's your own fault. None of this would have happened if you'd have just fucked off and stopped being a bunch of bastards, honestly.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we've got a bit of a problem about being a bunch of bastards.
I thought we were the
Don't
heroes.
seem to be able to help ourselves. Doesn't seem like it turned out too great for you either.
It got my wife. I was scared. She fell over. She stopped moving and I ran. I patched myself up. I was only gone like an hour. I thought I could sneak in and get her to safety, make sure she was alright. I have scrolls of Revivify. I know how to cast some spells that can bring the dead back to life. None of it worked. She's just empty. Oh, my sweet Cara, I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Those things took her soul.
I'm well fucking aware of that, thank you very much.
But we killed those things now. So why don't you try your spells again?
You killed them both.
They're dead.
Pulls out, he goes into his backpack and unfurls a scroll, parchment. Starts chanting, Temple, no. Carolina, no. Neftari, no. Victorless and Talara, you understand his chanting is in Draconic. There's a soft green glow that flows around him. The glow flows into the floor and then flows over to the body of his wife before it dissipates across the floor as the spell fails. He just slumps down onto his knees and closes his eyes, his chin hitting his chest. This was supposed to be a safe house. We're supposed to be safe here until you all fucked off. And then we could have left
house.
and... Yes, a safe house in a long, abandoned mine that no one ever comes down anymore. Those things weren't here the last time I was here, the last few times that I've been here.
Yeah, that's probably the evil spreading from Tildor. Tildor, is that the word?
A cry is the one you're looking for. Your intel.
Probably the evil spreading from a cry.
We told you we were here to stop this evil.
First, the creatures appear in caves and the dark places that nobody goes. Eventually, they'll be all over the land.
She could be brought back, you know.
Okay, before you go anywhere, Neftari, go ahead and roll me a deception check. Because that wasn't true in the slightest. 11. You're sure? You're sure this is coming from where you're from?
Well,
As yet, we don't know, but it seems a terrific coincidence.
I didn't think it would spread that quickly, if you were even telling the truth, but... Oh. Cara, I'm so sorry. What do you want to know? Whatever it is, I'll tell you.
I need to know where
sure.
the Myriad went. We know you were the contact in Stillman.
I'm the speaker, that's right. I get my messages from them directly. They tell me where they're going. They don't tell me where they're going to be heading once they get there. And they'll only tell me once they leave. Last message I received about their whereabouts was 2 weeks ago.
Can
They
you
were heading-
send a message back to the Myriad?
I can. And I will if you want me to, but they're in Whitestone at the moment. If they might not still be there, if they've set up a base, or if they've left a few members there, they'll have a speaker, they'll have someone else that they can relay messages to. They'll be on their way to somebody else, but I won't know. All they do is move on to someplace else and then tell me what they want me to do. They won't tell me where they're heading to next. They might still be there, but I don't know. I could ask.
The best thing you can do is to advise them that you've seen firsthand of the darkness spreading into this land. And that we are here to try and rally Taldore to fight against it. We've never meant you any harm. Just fell into the wrong people and the wrong places at the wrong times.
It's just a string of bad luck, eh?
Something like that.
This.
I can do that. And I'll try and persuade them to tell me where they're heading to next. As a precaution, if Stilbin were to fall, then we would need some place to go to regroup and redeploy, I guess. Kind of.
We've been tasked with wiping you people off the face of Taldore. But I don't think that's the best way to go about this. We need to unite the people of Taldore. Put differences aside. Unite. Because you've seen what is coming, and it's only going to get worse.
That won't be down to me. That'll be down to my leaders. And it'll be down to that dragonborn lad that's in charge of the class.
We'll have words.
Give me a second. And kind of turns around, he shuffles away on his knees, glances down at his wife, and closes his eyes. Starts to mutter something under his breath. No, none of you can hear. A few moments go by. He opens his eyes and kind of blinks a few times and glances over to Victoria. They've left Whitestone. They do not trust you, and they do not trust me. They're not telling me where they're going.
Oh, god damn it.
But they're
North.
willing to show peace if the clasp show it first. If you can convince them to stop hostilities with us, we'll stop hostilities with them. And we may be able to broker a truce. Maybe join forces. Who knows? Maybe we'd be really powerful and take over all of the cities and become super rich. Not that it matters anymore.
You know, that sounds like a plan.
But what I can
was
tell
a
you, is if they've left Whitestone now, I don't know where they're going to be heading to next. They're probably already en route to their next location, but there'll be a speaker in Whitestone. You might be able to get that information from him.
Just tell them to be aware. They know now. I hope.
Oh, they're aware. Don't you worry. I made sure of that.
In which case, we're all on the same page. Now, how do we get out of here?
There's an escape hatch just up the stairs. It'll take you up and out to the northeast of the Catal swamp. It'll just be about a day's trek through the swamp to get back to Stilbin if you want to head back down that way.
Stay true to your word, and you'll have our protection. And I look around the group for some kind of acknowledgement.
Talara gives a simple nod.
Cora's avoiding eye contact.
So, that fancy knife you had,
Aye. What of it?
you'll leave it in the inn?
And just kind of reaches to his back, pulls out the topaz dagger and starts to spin it in his fingers. I wouldn't go anywhere without this.
I thought you said it had some sort of magical properties that could, I don't know, protect you from demons and
I thought it did.
dragons.
I'm still alive. Can't say much about Kara.
I'm going to start poking around the place at the moment, and
It's a very shabby, very run down, like single story hut, essentially. No bed, no like there's a campfire that like it's not lit, but it looks really old and worn down, nothing but like charred old blocks of wood and ash and soot surrounding it. And then just off to the far southwest, there's a wooden ladder. It looks well kept. It's not damaged or anything like that. It's dusty. It hasn't been used for a while. But it leads up through what looks to be a small, like 5 foot wide tunnel, essentially, that's been dug up through the earth towards the surface.
this looks like our way up, people. Temple, bring the wizard. And I'm going
Okay.
to head up the ladder and go and have a look.
Okay.
Get out of here before anyone else dies. She follows upward.
Okay. You guys all follow in suit? Cara, I'm assuming you're going to fall asleep, but you're going to be the last up the ladder.
She'll fall in wherever.
I'm going to wait for everyone to go up before I do.
Okay.
It seems like wherever it leads, it's safer up there than it is down here, so that's why I'm back.
Temple, as the last up, you kind of glance over to Tsuri, who's kind of just eyes closed and just mumbling to himself over the corpse of his wife before you turn around and start to climb the ladder. Carlos, as you reach it, as you climb, you're climbing for a solid 20 minutes before you can see specks of light above you. Another 10
Before I
minutes
leave,
later.
can I say something to the guy?
Yeah, go ahead.
The creatures that took her soul took mine too. And I was resurrected with a wish. Maybe there's still hope. And then I'm going to climb up the ladder and leave.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Oh, again, Victorious. 20 minutes of climbing. See faint pinpricks of light up ahead. Another 10 minutes. Your arms and legs are starting to get really tired from the consistent climbing. You come across some shrubbery that you push and shove out the way as the twigs kind of snap and break under your grip. There is a gentle flow of fresh air as you climb out of this escape tunnel. And you're now just here to the northeast, of Stillman. About a day's travel away. If you travel straight through the Catal Swamp, about 3 days travel if you want to navigate around it. you are now out of the Underdark, surrounded by softer rolling hills of the Lucidian coast. And that's where we're going to call tonight's session.
You know, Temple, that information about how to resurrect his wife, that was probably worth a dagger.
Not all deeds are done expecting something in return, Neftari.
Okay.
Cheers, Scott.
That's
Bad.
absolutely no problem. I will rejoin you all in a few moments. I'm just going to quickly say goodbye to everyone on the stream. So everyone say your goodbyes as before I mute and deafen.
Yep.
Goodbye,
Bye.
my friend.
Bye.
And there we go. I will reconvene with the others here in a few moments, but there is that. We did have a bit of technical difficulties as we made it through. I was disconnected. Twitch has been a bit of a bollock recently, unfortunately. But I do hope that there is the realization from my players that things are starting to amp up now. Things are going to get a lot more difficult as they progress. Death is an ever looming threat, and they are most definitely on their own. Anyway, I'm very glad that you've all tuned in. Taking a look here, Southpaw, thank you for the resubscription, as well as Evelyn. Both of you, both my players. Thank you very much for the subscription. Greatly appreciate it. Kemper, or Kemper, I don't know how that's pronounced. Probably butchered it, I'm sorry, but thank you so much for the follow. That is also greatly appreciated. So far, there are no issues for next week. I will actually quickly hop onto my Facebook just now and make sure that my work schedule does line up. I am able to make an appearance next week without any issues. That. Yes, I personally have no issues with attending next week. I will double check with all of my players before they leave, and we'll post an update on Twitter and keep everyone up to date. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'm tired, leave me alone. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope you have enjoyed the session, and we will catch you next week when Dragons and Dungeons continues. Farewell, adventurers.